This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It's the Conway Show. Conway and the crew, we've all just been devouring these bagels that have floated in. I don't really know their origin story, how they got here. But this Boy Chick Bagels dropped them in the communal area. And we've been inhaling them. Here's right. Tim.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite guys, I grew up right out of high school watching him, listening to him every single morning on Kiss FM. I had lunch with him today. He looks like he's still like he's 25, still has the energy 10 times what I got. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Dees. How you, Bob?
Wow, Rick Dees.
Oh, it's such a joy to hear your voice, Tim.
Oh, man. Rick Dees in the weekly top 40. You know, I was going to play the whole intro, but I got a bad copy of it. And I know you have great hearing still, and you hate bad copies.
Oh, you can't have bad copies. By the way, it is 62 degrees.
Oh, yeah, man.
I heard them doing the traffic report about chunks, and it made me think about what I drank yesterday so much.
You know, I used to love when listening to even the small things, like, you know, when you listen to radio stations, they give out dinner for two or, you know, trip for two, whatever. And I remember you saying to management back at KISS, you know, it's always dinner for four. God dang.
It has to be dinner for four. You're not going to go out with sometimes two people, but a family pack of four just makes it sound better, right?
That's right. But I didn't, you know, Rick, I never knew your KHJ years and, you know, your years before KISS FM. That story you told me today was great.
When I first came out here, it was, you know, it was 93 KHJ, and I thought I had conquered the Mount Everest of radio, and we went out with a real estate guy. And first of all, he said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "Well, you know, when I moved here, our house was about, you know, $75,000." And he started laughing in the car. He showed me a trailer in Northridge. And so my wife, Julie, said, "Whoa, this is not going to work." He said, "Well, you said you're on radio." I said, "Yeah, 93 KHJ, and I was, you know, I'm going to do the morning show." And he said, "Is that AM radio?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, everybody's listening to like KMET and Mary Turner, the Burner, and the Fish Report and everything. God, I just feel so sorry for you. Hope you guys are back up like Amway."
Yeah, because music, you know, if you're listening to music, FM is the way to go.
Oh, it was it.
But back when was that, Rick? What year was that, roughly?
This was 1847. so actually, no, it was, believe it or not, it was 1981.
Okay.
And what the horror story is, this is so true. So they fired the general manager, and another guy came in, and the first thing he said to me, he walked into the control area by my microphone and said, "Wow, they just made me one of the board members of the Country Music Association." That's when I'm playing top 40 music, so of course you know it's getting ready to happen. They're going to change the format.
Right.
And then the nail in the coffin, the door opens, and Lynn Anderson comes in, who was the salesperson, said, "Hey, Rick, I got purple boots. What color did you get?"
Oh, that's
Guess
classic.
who did not get any boots? So on my wife's birthday, October 12th, they called me into the manager's office. He didn't even show up. His assistant fired me.
Oh, man.
I just thought, oh, no, how did I go from being like super to nothing? It took me a year. Finally, a guy calls, and his name was Don Benson. He said, we have this disco station, KIIS, and we saw your ratings on KHJ. They were actually pretty good. We're thinking of talking to you. And I said, listen, Don, do yourself a favor. Even if you don't hire me, give your address first, 102.7, and then don't say KIIS. It's 102.7 KISS FM, all the hits, and Rick Dees in the morning. He said, well, we can't pay you very much. We can't pay you what you made at KHJ, but we'll think about hiring you. Just don't lose our license with the FCC and don't get us in trouble. I said, no, you'll get in trouble, but you won't lose your license.
Hey,
and so we went on, and next thing you know, it was just fantastic.
But Rick Dees is with us. When I heard a story that when you started in LA radio, and a lot of people listening right now remember that the commercials were selling for $35 a minute, and then you started, and Wally Clark said they're now $1,000 a minute, and everybody quit, and then your ratings came out, and everybody lined up to advertise on Kiss FM.
They were running these commercials for like $35, $100. Wally Clark comes into town and says, "No, it's $1,000," and it's like having a Rolls Royce. It's like, well, that's not worth $300,000, and then don't buy it. And so the ratings luckily came out, and they were huge. And so it was $1,000, and then Wally went back in later and said, now, if you want him to do what they call a live read, where you say, oh, wow, did I have the greatest double cheeseburger at In-N-Out? And they have those new French fries. They do it in that beef tallow. Oh, you've got to try In-N-Out. Oh, well, if you do that, he said, that's $5,000.
Wow.
So the point I'm making is now I want KFI to send me $5,000.
You know, I downloaded the app that you have out. It's called Rick Dees. I think it's called Hit Music, right?
Yeah, Rick Dees Hit Music. It's in the App Store. It's free, no commercials. You can build your own channels. We have tons of pre-made channels. And I saw you today at lunch. You downloaded, and I built one.
That's
Tim's
right.
Hits.
That's right.
It's so good.
It's great, and you're going to be on iHeart on iHeart stations with your shows.
The big news is iHeart. We're back in business together. iHeart has streaming like you wouldn't believe. So I love being with iHeart. There's a guy named John Zellner who is a legend in his own shower. This guy is just amazing. He said, "Let's do it." And I call him the Z-Man. He's awesome. So we're going to be on with all of our shows going back. You know, we have the longest continuously running countdown with 70 million people a week in 125 countries, 23 nuclear ships at sea. And that runs. So it's everything we ever did plus everything we're doing now. We do a daily show that's streaming, and it's Rick Dees. You just search Rick Dees, and that's DWS with a blue.
Yeah. And I downloaded it, Rick. It's cool.
Yeah.
I really have got it. I've got it going too.
Yeah, Mark Thompson already downloaded it on my recommendation, so I get a taste of that.
By the way, does Mark Thompson have a great set of pipes?
Oh, thank you.
He does,
Dees.
man. He's the best.
Coming from Rick Dees,
he's like a young Ernie Anderson.
Yeah, there you go.
Unbelievable. My sternum is rattling.
Hey, Rick. Also, you got in. I know you own a lot of property. You have a big, huge piece of property and a big home in Kentucky. And instead of growing like wheat and corn and, vegetables like most people do to sell it. You're growing weed, right?
No, actually, it's industrial hemp.
Okay.
And so basically, they look the same. They have the same fragrance, but Tim, it's industrial hemp. In other words, CBDs.
That's great.
The CBDs. I love that. I love that.
CBDs.
And we market it as CBDs, and it's just been fantastic. And then we grow about 1,000 acres of organic corn that makes a bourbon. If anyone is listening who likes bourbon, our corn goes to a place called Buffalo Trace, and they make a bourbon called Pappy Van Winkle. So if you would, you can Google it now while we're on. Pappy Van Winkle, for Pappy Van Winkle 23-year-old bourbon is, what does it come up on the, it comes up as $5,000 a bottle.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? Now, I don't make the 5,000. I only make 3/4 of that.
Rick, when we were sitting there today having lunch, I couldn't believe it. I grew up, my last year of high school was 1981. I remember listening to your radio show, and if my dad went to work early, which he often did, I would sneak in and lay in his bed because he had a better radio. And I remember sitting on his side of my parents' bed, listening to you talk to the guy at Santa Monica Civic Auditorium, and you were Rick Dees doing a phony phone call. I remember like that was yesterday.
It was candid phone. We called him and I said, listen, we're thinking if it's okay, we'd like to get Michael Jackson to do a one-off concert at Santa Monica Civic. And there was a long pause. He said, are you kidding? I said, no, I'm here with Michael now. And he said, no. I said, no, Mike, if you don't mind, could you, by the way, he has a series of requirements that we need in the contract. Right. He said, no, we'll do it. Mike, come over.
Hello?
Yeah?
I need to eat.
Okay, what would you like to eat?
One Wheatie on a plate.
Did you say one Wheatie?
Well, yes, I have to eat.
And it worked. Well, it was.
That's great.
That's terrific, man.
We got him hook, line, and sinker. Anyway, it was fun.
That's terrific.
I enjoy it, Rick. I still can't believe that I know your text number and you know my name. I'm the biggest fan in the world.
Oh, your show, all
Biggest
of you
fan.
sound so good. I'm talking, and tell Ms. Martinez I can't get into traffic without her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't get into traffic without it.
Listen to
Thanks,
that.
Rick.
That's great.
Every person, you know how hard it is? I mean, people listening now don't realize that there are thousands of us out there, but to get to Los Angeles and Hollywood, California, where underneath all of this tinsel is more tinsel, is very difficult.
Rick, I appreciate you coming on. It's Rick Dees Hit Music, right?
Can you hold on just 1 second?
Right.
Coming up next, Taylor Swift. I'm back.
I appreciate it, Rick. Thank you, man.
You're the best,
Okay,
man.
God bless.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
that's
Take
great.
care. Rick Dees.
He is really great.
Oh, man, that guy's great. He still looks like he's 35.
That's cool.
I don't know
That's so
how
cool.
he has done it, but man, he looks great.
He's got
funny
the
as
Midas
hell.
touch. Everything he does, he's brilliant.
And now
Really
he's going to be back on iHeart Radio.
Love it.
It's great. Great news. Rick Dees in the weekly top 40. I love that guy. All right, we're live. It's Conway and Thompson. KFI AM 640. It's Conway Show. Mark Thompson's here.
Woohoo.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Mark Thompson.
That was fun with Rick Dees.
He's the best, man.
Fun with Rick Dees.
And he's back on this station.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. All right, we've got some breaking news here coming out of Orange County. I believe it's San Juan Capistrano, where there was a deputy who was stabbed. And this comes off the deputy that was killed yesterday at around 11 o'clock in the morning up in Victorville when he joined a high-speed pursuit, got into a car accident. His SUV that he was traveling in was split in half, and he died on the scene. And that's a big loss for the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. And coming off this, there's a deputy in Orange County that was stabbed, and we've got some more information. I think Alex Michelson was all over this story here.
We begin with breaking news out of San Clemente, where an Orange County Sheriff's deputy has been stabbed. Sky Fox live over the scene of that stabbing. This is on Avenida Astacion and Calle de los Molinos. Sheriff's office telling Fox 11 a man stabbed that female deputy in the neck.
Wow.
They do tell us she is expected to be okay. They are now looking for a white man, approximately mid-30s, with brown hair, blue eyes, and a beard. He stands about 5 feet 10 inches tall, said to be weighing 164 pounds. They say he was wearing a black jacket and dark-colored pants and was last seen running towards the storm drain near Avenida Pico and El Camino Real.
Uh-oh. Was he living in the storm drain? Is that one of these guys?
Last seen running towards the storm drain near Avenida Pico and El Camino Real. Call 911 if you see him. Don't approach him.
Oh, boy. They don't like that, man. Orange County is the wrong place to do that. They got a lot of guys, a lot of gals who had a lot of time on their hands, and they're supported by a lot of the people who live down there as well. So they'll find this guy, but an Orange County deputy stabbed in the neck. So if we have any more details on that, we will bring them to you immediately. We saw the astronauts return to Earth. This is literally about an hour and a half ago, maybe or so, about an hour and a half ago. And maybe many of you watched the Splashdown. That was a big deal. They were supposed to be up there for 8 days, and they were up there for 8 months. 8 months!
And if you're just joining us, you're looking at 800 meters. A live view of Crew 9, just minutes away from splashing down off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida. Splashdown 2 minutes from now at 2:57 p.m. Pacific. We do have 4 healthy mains really doing the job there. Just breathtaking views of a calm, glass-like ocean off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida. Crew 9 just minutes away from splashing down.
This is really such an incredible shot.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier today, but you always want to remind the audience, because the audience does, fold in and fold out. They're back on Earth. They turn over all the time.
Yeah.
But the astronauts that were up there for 8 months, they are back on Earth safely. They'll probably be in asleep for a while.
I would think they've got to get back to they were in this weightless environment for a long time, and now they're in a weighting environment, a gravitational pull that they're not used to.
Yeah, and you actually grow in space, so they're probably 2 inches taller than when they left.
Oh, wow. So they want to get out on the town while they're still taller.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But I imagine getting reacclimated when you get home from space is tough. You've been gone for 8 months. You miss birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Sure.
New Year's, I don't know, World Series, Super Bowl. And you got to get, you're probably going to rest for a while when you get back.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
When your team's curious and ready to grow, they do their best work, and that changes everything. At CBT Nuggets, we've spent over 25 years making IT training engaging, hands-on, and fun. Expert-led courses, virtual labs, real-world skills your team can use right now. From networking to cloud to cybersecurity, we build skills and confidence that drive results. Believe in your team. Give them the tools to thrive at cbtnuggets.com/solutions.
What was the movie? I want to say it was a Jodie Foster film. Contact, maybe? Anyway.
That's Crozier's area.
She comes back from having been an astronaut in space. Maybe it's not her movie, but there is definitely a movie where an astronaut returns to Earth and something weird's going on. Everybody's saying, "Hey, that's not my mom. That's not the mom that left."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's not Contact, no.
No, okay.
Is that Jaws?
Alien?
No. Okay, guys. I think we're maybe we can narrow our search a little bit. But
What? Alien makes sense.
Apple Dumpling Gang?
That's it.
E.T.?
Yeah, that's
like
it.
that one.
Was that it?
Good going.
White Men Can't
Somebody
Jump?
somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
Was it Titanic?
It was not Titanic. No.
Pulp Fiction.
It was not Pulp Fiction.
It probably was Pulp
They
Fiction.
came back from
Licorice Pizza.
outer space, and they were
Butch Cassidy and Sundance
something.
Kid?
They were infected by
Jaws.
something, or they were.
All right, we'll look it up.
Yeah, I'll find it.
All right, Jackie and Shadow are in the news. We got a Jackie and Shadow update with the little tiny bird, one of the eaglets, no longer with us. But the Friends of Big Bear put out information on what's going on. Everybody's interested in Jackie and Shadow and their two eaglets. One is no longer with us, and we'll give you an update when we get back. It's Conway Show. Thompson's here.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM at 640. It's Conway Show. Mark Thompson is with us. Woo-hoo. We've all been watching the Jackie and Shadow show. Are you into it or not?
I love it. Can't get enough of it.
It is nature, though, so things could get sideways.
Yeah.
You know, a mountain lion can go up there and it's a buffet. That's what happens in nature.
I hope that doesn't happen.
So do I. But, so you got to be very careful while you're watching with your kids because nature is ugly sometimes. You know, it's not Disney. Yep. You don't go play with the bears and then go home. You go play with the bears and you go to the coroner's office.
That's true.
They're going to wipe you out. There was a film years ago about a guy who went to Alaska and spent 13 straight summers with bears, and he thought he was friends with all the bears. Yeah. On the 14th summer, they ate him.
Yeah.
They killed him and ate him.
It is true.
Not what friends do.
In fact, they couldn't even, there was a recording of the actual slaughter of the guy at the hands of these bears, and they couldn't even run the audio in the movie. It was so intense.
Yeah, it's him screaming.
Yeah, and
he was saying, F these bears. Remember that?
I don't remember him saying that. His wife was there, though, at the time. She survived. That's the
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his wife, or effective wife, longtime girlfriend. And it was narrated by this Werner Herzog, and that was one of the first movies that he, really came to some acclaim around because he narrated. He's got this sort of flat German kind of read.
There was a big 60 Minutes piece on him over the weekend.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
But anyway, so nature is ugly. Jackie and Shadow, I think it's...
But there are no bears in this story.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but I think Shadow killed the eaglet.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I think he accidentally stepped on it and put one of his claws through the body.
What?
That's what they're saying.
Is that what the scientists are saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I see. Yeah. So when you say that's what they're saying, that's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, when you said that yesterday, that was just you?
Yeah. Well, it was me based on some information.
What information is that?
Hunch. My eagle hunch. No, on video that I've seen, it looks like the Daddy-O stepped on Baby-O and south. He wasn't flying south for winter. It was over.
Wow, that's really sad.
It was horrible.
If that's the way it happened.
Yeah. Let's find out a little more about Jackie and Shadow, the two eagles.
Oh, you want to concentrate on the positive now that you've just bummed us out?
No, I'd like to go back to the what happened to the third. I'd like to find out what happened to the third eaglet.
So would I, especially with this emerging theory.
I heard there was the San Bernardino Wild Bird Administration, so the SWBAD, whatever it is. I heard that they've opened up a crime, and I don't know what they call it with birds, but there's an investigation onto what happened to that eaglet. And that there is an open warrant right now for Shadow. And I couldn't believe that.
Wow, they're really taking it seriously.
Yeah, they could arrest him.
Wow.
They don't care who you are. You kill an eaglet, and you're going to have your life complicated.
Wow, even if you're the daddy of the egret.
That's right. They don't care. You can't kill your kid because you're the dad.
Right, that's infanticide.
Even in nature.
Yeah.
All right, let's find out what's going on with these two eaglets, or eagles.
Thousands of people have been watching the daily life of the big bear eagles, Jackie and Shadow. We want to give you a live look at their nest right now. Shadow is on the nest. You can see it's quite windy up there. A lot of his feathers blowing around.
How do we know that it's Shadow and not Jackie? You know, when they say, oh, there's Shadow, of course. I've seen both of them. I can't tell the difference between the two of them.
There's another emerging theory now.
Yeah, right. It could be a third eagle.
Wow.
Third eagle.
Unfortunately, one of the three eaglets did die last week. And joining us now is Sandy Steers, the Friends of Big Bear Friends
Oh, she's great. Sandy Steers.
Valley Executive Director. We thank you so much for being here this morning.
You're on, Sandy.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's been a tough few days for so many people. Losing that one little eaglet, it's really pulled at the heartstrings of so many here in Southern California. Your group talked about it's really important for us to grieve as humans over this.
Absolutely. It doesn't help to try and pretend we don't feel those things because we are human and we need to express them. And the more that we express them, the easier it is to handle and to share with everyone else and really connect with those around you. It makes a huge difference.
I think so, too. Can you tell us how the family's doing this morning from your perspective?
What?
They're doing great this morning. Jackie just fed them a little while ago, and they were all looking fluffy and and ready even after all the rain last night. So
I like that, fluffy.
She sounds bummed out. That Sandy Steers. Really bummed.
So
I like that, fluffy. They do look a little fluffy. Even Shadow there, his head looks a little fluffy.
Yes.
I do want to note, I was doing some reading this morning, and I was surprised to learn that only about 50% of eaglets survive their first year, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Obviously, we want to remain hopeful and optimistic, and things are looking really great right now. What obstacles do these two little eaglets have in front of them?
Well, the biggest ones will be the weather, because right now they're not waterproof like their parents are. And so they will start growing in their waterproof feathers. And it takes a few weeks for that to happen. But at the same time, they're growing very quickly. And so there comes a certain point where they're too big to fit under the parents, but don't have their waterproof feathers yet. So that's the really, questionable time, but we'll just keep hoping that now we have sunshine after they get to that point.
Yeah, it's going to be warm up there for the next couple of days, next week or so. It's going to be 90 in the valley next week. 90 degrees in the San Fernando Valley.
They can be kept dry and protected.
What is that point? Is there a few days from now, a couple weeks from now?
Well, it's at about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
When they're about 6 weeks old, they're just kind of too big. They can't really, parts of them can fit under the parents, but usually not the whole chick. And so they might get wet. Sometimes they get wet and they make it through just fine, but sometimes they don't.
You know what's funny is when, you're talking about eagles, you can use that term.
The whole chick.
The whole chick. But I constantly get management to ask me to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's different for birds.
Yeah, apparently.
Whatever.
That would be a different area.
What if you're only mentioning like half a chick instead of the whole chick?
Well, it's possible.
The whole chick.
The whole chick, yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe I could mention just half a chick.
The whole chick. Yeah.
But I remember I constantly get notes saying, hey, can you not refer to women as chicks? And I'm like, I don't do that often. I do that in retrospect. Like when the head of HUD, Urban Development.
Housing and Urban Development, yeah.
He used to play football. And somebody said, who'd you play for? And he said, I played for the Redskins. And they said, oh, you mean the Commanders? He said, no, I never played for the Commanders.
Yeah, they were called the Redskins.
I played for the Redskins.
Sure.
Yeah. And he said, but we call them the Commanders. He goes, yeah, okay, well, you do now, but when I played for him, it was the Redskins.
So you're saying when you were saying chick.
Back in the 70s?
Yeah, you're saying it was, it was accepted. But you're saying now.
You can't do that.
You're not allowed.
Unless you're talking about eaglets.
Sure.
Then you can let it fly.
And you're trying to adhere to that.
No.
Oh,
the opposite.
Oh,
I'm trying to get management to back off.
Oh, I see. You're going against it to bump it back.
Yeah, I want to
a little wider.
survive.
Yeah, let's widen this road.
I don't know. I mean, is that offensive to you, Angel?
Not at all.
Not at all.
My
kind of chick.
I always say, "Oh, check out that chick." I always say that.
My wife does it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, well, hey, like she got cut off the other day. We were driving. She goes, "That effing chick."
In England, they say bird. They talk about a woman. And we're going to get a couple of birds. We'll go to what? So I'm wondering if they.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
I wonder the derivation of it. I'm going to look into
that again, Mark?
I'm looking into the derivation of.
How does it go again?
Hey, I'll get a couple of birds and get to the pub. whatever they do there in England, Yeah. I get a couple of birds.
Right. We're live, I guess, on KFI. It's Conway and Thompson. What a great song! KFI AM 640. It's Conway Show. Mark Thompson is here. That's a cool deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think that was our last live read for the day. S-Dog, was that our last live read for the day? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do people call you that? I asked Crozier what your nickname was. It's S-Dog?
No, nobody's ever called me S-Dog.
Right. Thanks, Crozier.
Conway says, go in and he likes it when you call him S-Dog. And I'm thinking, I don't see him liking that that particular.
Hey, are you a psychiatrist or a psychologist?
Psychologist, yeah.
Is that right? How long did you go to school for that?
Went for 2 years to get my master's, and then 3,000 hours to get fully licensed.
Wow.
Getting my PhD right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
And how long is that going to take?
I'm in dissertation land. It'll take whenever I'm done.
How long is the dissertation going to be?
Pages or duration that it'll take me to get it done. Pages will probably be
90?
About 90, maybe 90 to 120.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's all going to be original crap, right?
Yep.
Oh,
all stuff that I'm tabulating and formulating data and all that stuff.
God, that's really cool. And it's going to be graded by AI. That's the sad part.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, no actual person will ever read it.
Oh, my God. I imagine this station has given you most of the 90 pages, though, right?
Yeah, this is a pretty fertile ground.
I tell everybody, this place is where I get my sanity. Yeah. This is where I find, this is where I have a sense of, almost a sense of control. If something goes wrong, I'm at the board. I know the solution to it. There's a sense of, calm that comes over me here. My real life is chaos. I got 2 kids. This is where I come for stability. You guys are my breath of fresh air.
It's got to be, I agree with you. It's got to be tough to be in a position where everybody comes to you with 100% problems. Yeah. Like nobody comes to you and says, hey, I need to talk to somebody how great my life is.
I occasionally get clients that are bragging about how good their day was, which is great. Those are the
okay, but not how great their life is.
But no, my problem is usually people come up to me when the wheels have fallen off instead of like when they first start getting signs of trouble. Because if I can pick up on problems early, we can work on it before it becomes a situation. It's the same thing with taking care of your car.
Right. Yeah, the first noise you hear, take care of it. Exactly. Like I drove, as a matter of fact, that's funny you say that. I drove by a guy today, and his car was making 12 noises. The tires, the windshield, the lights, everything was moving on it. And he was sitting next to me at the traffic light. And it's, it's smoking, it's humming, but bang, bang, but bang, bang, but boom, boom. But it sounds like chitty, chitty, bang, bang. And I said to him, hey, Bub, how many more noises before you take it in? And he's like, F you. I said, okay, just going to work. But you're a psychologist. And what's the difference between psychologists and psychiatrists when it comes to school?
I don't throw medication at people. I am not a medical doctor.
How many more years do you have to go to school to be a psychiatrist?
I'd have to go to med school.
Wait a minute. Seriously?
Yeah.
So to be a psychiatrist, you got to go to how many years of schooling after high school?
Oh, jeepers. You
12?
have to do undergrad, and then you got to do, you got to get your medical degree, be a licensed physician, and then get at least a master's degree in clinical psychology.
Oh, my God. That could be 10, 11, 12 years.
Yeah. I'm all right. I'm doing like at least 5 or 6 more years just with my PhD. And I don't like the sight of blood as much. So otherwise, I would have gone to med school and done that path.
Okay. Are you currently practicing, though? Are you seeing patients?
Yeah, fully licensed. I worked with the VA. I'm a trauma specialist. I work with people, soldiers coming back and survivors of sexual
good
trauma.
For you. God bless you for doing that, man.
How did this board up thing happen?
I worked my way through all of school doing this. I've been in radio since I was like 14.
Wow, how cool.
Do you have any success stories you can share without giving names?
As far as like psychology goes,
not like a guy who's going to kill himself. Now he's runs Ford Motor Company.
I don't know if I've got people who I got my 3,000 hours working with teenagers, the ones that want to blow up the schools. The schools didn't have resources to deal with them, so they send them to me. And so,
but if a guy comes into you and says, "I'm going to blow up a school tomorrow," do you call the cops?
Well, I talk to them and find out if they mean it or not. I'll find out the depth, if they have an actual plan or if it's just something that they're saying.
It's a tough night's sleep after that guess, huh?
Yeah, but haven't lost one yet, and I feel like pretty confident in my abilities in the room.
Is that right?
Yeah. I've been licensed and practicing for almost 10 years now.
Any psychos here that you've run into at KFI?
All of us. All of us.
There you go.
I don't know if you understand. Just about everybody out there has some kind of issue. It's just a matter of, is that issue causing enough distress where you actually want to sit down and have a conversation with someone about it?
I remember I was going through a bad relationship, and I went to see a psychiatrist or psychologist. I can't remember what she was. And I talked to her. The first meeting went very well. Second meeting, she had pictures behind her. And I was looking at the pictures. I said, "Hey, is that you with your kids?" And she said, "Yeah, that's me at Disneyland. Universal with my kids." And I said, "Oh, that's cool." And then there's another one with her and her 2 kids at Magic Mountain or something. I say, "Hey, where's the other half?" And she goes, "Oh, my husband and I broke up." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Are those the same 2 kids as those?" She goes, "No, those 2 kids in that picture are from another marriage, but that one didn't work." I said, "Okay, well, I don't know why I'm here. I brought my car into a mechanic that can't fix her own car."
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good with relationships myself, but I am very good. A lot of the couples that I work with are ones that are breaking up and they have children. And
is that right?
Finding ways to break up in a way so that they're not using the children,
good for you,
as a tool in between them, and finding ways to make it so that they prioritize the needs of the kids and how they treat each other. Because honestly, kids need to see their parents be happy, and it's okay to cheerlead your co-parent.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Want them to be happy too.
That's sensational. I like that.
That's really good.
Yeah, that is really great. I think one of the worst things, and maybe I'm not going to school at this, but in my experience, One of the worst things kids can see growing up is their parents constantly fighting.
Absolutely. And and I got kids and I'm not with their mom, but we adore each other. The second we broke up, we were wonderful together. That's when we started really prioritizing each other's happiness and cheerleading each other because our kids needed to see that.
Is that right? Man, you picked the right gal.
Oh, yeah, I lucked out. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's the coolest. She's been with several other people. I was going to go to their wedding, and they ended up breaking it off, and I felt bad. I was fighting for them to make it.
Good for you.
Just like she fights for me to make it. As long as, like, if I know their mom is happy, my kids are going to have the biggest chance of being happy.
Buddy, you got to write a book. That is rare air, man.
Yeah. One of these days I will.
Yeah. How do people, can you want to give out?
You can check out my Psychology Today page. Sam Zia, it's on there.
SAM
ZIA.
ZIA. And at Sam Zia or just on your, where do you go?
Just go to Psychology Today and you'll find me on there.
All right.
I accept
SAM
insurances
ZIA
and stuff like that.
You accept insurance?
Some insurance and also like motion picture insurance and Medi-Cal, stuff like that.
You get a lot of actors?
I get a lot of executives and a lot of crew.
Give us some names. Sorry. Thought I'd get you comfortable and throw some names out. All right. Thanks, Sammy. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think it's terrific that you do work with these guys coming home from Afghanistan and Iraq and overseas. They do need a lot of help. And they deserve it.
They're the best. And it's a big cause for me. I really go to bat for the vets.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, man. That's an upstanding, cool thing about you. All right, we're live on KFI, AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeart Radio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeart Radio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.